Seri_bot says, Seri_bot is here. Sable_Huju says, hi sheepy and chat. Vikito_vibes says, the sheep is here. Wiffininja says, let's go. Makiba Akan says, sorry for missing. Sable_Huju says, Vikito_vibes says, I hope Chato and sheep have been good since the last time. Skrix says, hi I see. Skrix says, at Vikito_vibes same. Skrix says, Makiba Akan says, gonna start once the timer on ads runs out. Ancient_Nephilim says, the sheep is alive AAA. Makiba Akan says, gasp. AAA. Makiba Akan says, give sheep more money for toys, I mean model funds using this link. Vikito_vibes says, lol.
My timer broke, chat. What do I even do? God damn it.
Skrx says, Rip.
Okay, let's try.
Ancient_Nephilim says, 07
If we can
timer.
see potentially.
Vikito_Vibes says, that timer has forsaken us. Sable_Who
Timer
says,
couldn't.
blame stream elements.
Timer kun. Okay, cool, it works again. Thank you, timer. That was a very timely way to start.
Vikito_Vibes says,
Haha.
timer has risen again.
No, I just reset. Like it just reset into the position it should have been.
The timer is alive, praise be ha. Whiffa Ninja says, all of in a matter of time.
16 months already, goddamn. Imagine then. I have been streaming already more than 16 months. Wild, really.
Skrx says, damn we odel. Skrx says, old.
Yeah, we are old.
Ancient_Nephilim says, olj.
Honestly, we are old even without the streaming stuff. Like, let's be real. I don't think calling us old is a hot take. It's most definitely not a hot chick.
Sable_Who says, true.
I'm surprised my. Voice-like thing decided to record my movement of the lips as chick.
Ancient_Nephilim says,
for some reason my brain blanked out on how to mouth.
Part of the name is not
lip
for
reader.
Fun, lol. Whiffa Ninja says, hot sheeps in our area.
Hot sheep in your area for sure.
Skrx says, at Ancient_Nephilim.
Anyway, how were you guys while I was gone and not being okay and doing whatever? It's the start of the summer again. It's not yet the start of the summer, it's still like a week until then.
Vikito_Vibes
However,
says,
we can just
doing
like
fine,
basically say it's
hot
tired
in
of the
FL.
summer.
Whiffa Ninja says, do I say what I got done related to one of the goals?
Yeah. Go ahead. We actually figured out how to do the VR chat thing.
Whiffa Ninja says, VR chat model is done.
And Wi-Fi here made the VR chat model. So that's something.
Vikito_Vibes says,
I will
cool.
most likely will have to.
Ancient_Nephilim says, missed my emotional support sheep. Otherwise I have just been working gaming and working out. TTV_Vexter says, welcome back, I hope you're doing well. Vikito_Vibes
Hey Mildred.
says, Wi-Fi pulling out the big guns.
But yet I have saw the model for the VR chat and certainly has the booba physics down. It's quite gravitational.
Mildred the monk says, hello there.
It's very gravity-inducing.
With a ninja says,
well, okay, it's
one
not
would say
inducing the
heavy
gravity,
even.
it's being affected by gravity.
Vikito_vibes says, so they're large enough for their own gravity? Impressive.
Honestly, to say that anything is on me that is large enough to create some gravity would assume anything is big. Because my tits are only huge compared to my body, which is small. So yes, probably not.
Mildred the monk says, you know what they say about assuming.
It makes an ass out of you.
TTV_Vexters says, we should always pick C. Vikito_Vibes says, we hope the back and shoulders have been strong. Mildred the monk says, yes.
My back and shoulders are suffering every day. Every day of my existence is my eternal punishment for my back and shoulders. That is how we roll in this house. Anyway, I have exceedingly missed actually streaming.
TTV_Vexters says,
because
thank you for
frankly
your
speaking, I kind of
sacrifice.
just want to vibe with people. My sacrifice will not be invaded.
Nephilim says, same.
Admittedly, I have been kind of aimless the last few weeks.
Is sheep.
I am sheep. Hi. I am the sheep.
Nephilim says, pet the sheep. TTV_Vexters
I'm
says,
so sorry
hi.
it doesn't work on the PNG stuff.
With a ninja says, head pats the sheep.
I should probably set it up when they when I use the PNG model, it should also had pat me. It's not that hard.
Says,
but honestly,
so
today I just wanted to relax, lay down on my back while I sit in my chair and just not move much, therefore I am the PNG sheep.
Says, that fine.
If I wanted to do any movement, I'll probably have picked up my 3D model, however.
TTV_Vexters says, hell yeah. With a ninja says, sounds good.
Today want to be with a big head.
Ancient_Nephilim says, understandable.
Thank you for the subscription, Eternal. 6 months already, half a year here, hey. Very good. Very appreciate. Honestly, Eternal, every time you pop go into like this, oh my, jump scare mode. Like my brain already got trained at the moment you appear something will happen and I will probably have to roll wheel again. Hey Tavi. Monsieur Tavish.
Skrx says, lol. Tavish Feet
As a
says,
tabby of the
follow.
cell.
Eternal 176 says, the fear of being doted on. Does that have a name?
Doted phobia. I'm joking, I don't know.
Mildred the monk says,
it's not like
close
fear
enough.
exactly, it's more like oh my, here we go again. Also for your contacts for anyone who
Eternal
hasn't been here for a while.
176 says, we will run with it.
Do you see the amount of money on the bottom right corner? About 1,400 of those were done by Eternal. So that's why I'm getting jump scared every time.
Tavish Feet says, sheesh. Vikito_vibes says, they are very strong.
Very strongest.
Ancient_Nephilim says, eternal the oil baron sheesh.
Thank you for the subscription Draco, enjoy the emails. Emotes. Unfortunately subscriptions don't get emails.
Strix says, oh welcome new sub. Dracostan says, Whiffaninja says,
yes.
lol emails.
You are now privy to the most powerful smug ship. Cheap. Sheep. Okay, it worked. Third time's the charm.
Vikito_vibes says, the power
of the eternal power of, if you will. The eternal power, if you will.
Says, Twitch sends emails all the time, haha.
Well, I don't think it's controlled by the subscriptions. I think there's a bit of a different algorithm in there. Anyway, I'm excited to see all of you.
It's by following.
Yeah, exactly.
Ancient_Nephilim says, if you want an email you can just do this. Eternal 176 says, unlimited power.
Eternal.
One could say. Skrx says, lot of peppo.
Oh no, sorry.
Skrx says, damn. Dracostan says, Nephilim.
That was a habit. Eternal, thank you Nephilim.
Ancient_Nephilim says, hey.
Thank you and Ancient Nephilim for gifting 5 gifted subscriptions.
Whiffaninja says, thanks for the subs Ancient.
I don't think any of the subscriptors are here. I don't know any of these people who you are just gifting subscriptions to. None of these are anyone I am aware of.
Whiffaninja says, it was
Real
RNG.
Gamer Pro.
Ancient_Nephilim says, maybe they will
Who the
join
fuck is
one
a real
day, who
gamer pro?
knows. Dracostan says, lurkers maybe?
Perhaps.
Vikito_vibes says, may they be suspired when they get onto Twitch.
I mean, they will probably get surprised when they log on and see some random ass sheep who they are now subscribed to. Honestly, if it was me, I would be overjoyed.
Sable_Huju says, happens to me pretty often. Ancient_Nephilim says, out here fishing for new members to join of Cult of the Sheep. Eternal 176 says, we do love the sheep. Whiffaninja says, this has happened to me before where I get gift subbed to random channels.
I do think the algorithm for the gifting subscriptions always prioritize as possibly new people. Because I'm pretty sure I got gifted like several times to people I don't even watch.
You're a sheep.
That's a fair point. I will probably do that at some point. That's a very fair point. Where was I?
Sable_Huju says, I have gotten a gift sub for Filian exactly once despite watching her streams for like 100 hours total and her getting constant gifts. Sable_Huju says, I have never gotten a gift sub for a channel I watch other than that, Lamau.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It prioritizes you or lesser known viewers. Basically like this because it's usually like gifts to people who don't even like watch me.
Says, if you ever want to get subs to random people, leave Twitch on while you sleep. Ride the raid train.
Amazing.
Ancient_Nephilim says, I think the gift mostly hit new people that watch similar categories if I remember correctly.
Basically, yeah.
Hex_D1 says, what da flip?
It's still kind of hard to believe that we are 175 away from the next goal already, and then after that. After that it's only $1,000 away from like the final goal.
Vikito_vibes says, man, the TTS Browns is raid very interesting, I had to double check what I heard.
Erase Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. Ha. I wish I got sponsored at this, yet for some reason.
D1 says, lel. Eternal 176 says, just look at that timer though. Whiffaninja says, legend raid shadows.
Why would I look at the timer? It's big.
Hex_D1 says, oh new emote. Dracostan says, this stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Makibawakan says, choo choo. Vikito_vibes
like honestly
says,
it's genuinely
the
it's too
has
thick.
about over 23 days worth of time. Dracostan says,
Yet I don't.
Hex_D1 says, she shadow on my raid till
I
my
don't
legend.
think at the end of the year I will be out of the woods. Especially considering my streaming schedule has been so far. Whatever the fuck was my screaming schedule? I don't think you can call it a schedule, I think you can call it a streaming cameo. I appear.
Whifferninja says, shrug. Ancient_Nephilim says, screaming schedule kek. Eternal
Yes, I am live screaming.
176 says, ah yes. Live screaming. Hex_D1 says, at least you can discreetly do stuff in the woods without anyone knowing. Tavish VT says, I think nowadays you need to be the one to reach out for sponsors via the sponsorship portal in monetization settings. Mildred the Monk says, yes, you
Yeah,
do
I know
appear.
I'm just joking. I'm pretty sure I can potentially grab some subscription some. Some like not subscription but some sponsorship if I try.
Tavish VT says,
Hey Strider. Welcome back. Thank you for the 16 months. It gets another person who has been here from very much at the beginning.
Skrix says, doesn't Twitch has the thingy, where you do certain amount of ads and you get some money?
Yeah.
Skrix says, hello Stride. Dracostan says, alas I must go do some work, see you later Mackie. Skrix
See
says,
you later Draco.
Dracostan GLGL.
Honestly.
Ancient_Nephilim says,
Seeing so
oh,
many
7
people drop
Dracorn,
by
stay safe.
is nice. Feels welcoming. I'm still not sure what exactly I wanted to do.
Skrix says, we will always stay. Skrix says, well
but I do
will.
want to do one of the goals.
Skrix says, pretty sure S2.
On Wednesday. Like I'm not sure if I should do the goal of the Jump King or VR chat.
Eternal
Not sure which one.
176 says, we are all about the cheap life MHM. Ancient_Nephilim says, yeah I like it here not leaving.
If we do get $4,000 I feel like there could be an opportunity to do the GM2 on ranked. I mean I'm right to GM. Unranked to GM. Yeah I kind of got into the opposite direction in my head. Holly
Skrix says, Lamau.
Thank you Eternal for another $100. Jesus Christ, okay, I need to add 10 more hours, give me a second. I should just not speak. I should just shut the fuck up.
Skrix says,
Like.
Eternal is eating sticks and leaves by now. Whifferninja says, Lamau. Eternal 176
Like sometimes I just like.
says, gotta keep you on your toes.
I should just like shut up.
Skrix says, true. Eternal 176 says, hee hee. With a ninja
Okay.
says, I mean, what is your plan to hit your goal or catch up on hours, Kek?
My plan is to go
says
until I
that
die.
with a ninja hit goals and be stuck forever.
Essentially. Okay, I wanted to be less than 500, but I am more. Yes, I am more than 500. I am approaching 600 hours rapidly.
With a ninja says, well, preferably without the death, lol.
We are approaching 600 hours. Yes, 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 yes. That sounded more excited, and I'm just like more surprised.
Skrix says, 690 hours. With a ninja says, LOL.
As that's required a little bit of money for that though.
With a ninja says, insert moist woo. Eternal 176 says, I mean, would you like to hit 600 hours today?
Eternal.
With
I'm
a ninja
squinting
says,
at you.
Ooh. Skrix says, XD.
I have like the most extravagant side eye on my chat right now.
Eternal is the secret oil baron.
My chat is like slightly to the left of me, so I'm like using my most bombastic side eye.
Kek, now that is a threat if I ever heard one.
For the sake of transparency.
176 says, nah. I just live at work. With a ninja says, imaging
for the sake of transparency, I will say.
Sable underscore Huju
that
says,
it's $75. Until 4,000. Just saying, I must say it. Unless my mouth is wrong. Math. My mouth is always wrong because it says someone godly shit. Ungodly.
Sable underscore Huju says, if you don't want to play rivals anymore, then now would be the time to change that goal. Skrix says,
it's
math
fine.
isn't wrong.
It's fine, I can do the unranked to GM.
With a ninja says,
might as well.
Math correct. Eternal 176 says, we enjoy the ungodly speak.
Plus it will be with you guys and not just solo queue.
Says, unhinged sheep is the fun sheep.
I would say with that in mind it should be fun.
With a ninja says, we have to help. With
no,
a ninja
you don't
says,
have to help.
JK.
You have to be my moral support. That's more important than helping. Also, I'm not going to confirm or deny that I want to hit $600 today.
Says, I mean, we were doing that to begin with. Eternal 176 says, how about oral support?
Yeah, that's the one.
Skrix says, at Eternal
That's my expression
176
for that.
support from under the table.
Supports from under the table wink.
Skrix says,
I didn't
lol.
think there will be any different kind of supports.
Skrix says,
I thought it would be Lunas, no not. Oral support.
Eternal 176 says, understood 07.
But yes, I will not confirm or deny because I will not be the type of person who is there like, oh no, I don't want your money, twirls hair.
I must have missed it.
I would not have started this entire thing if I did not want your money. However, you should be careful with how you spend your money. Ship TV, we are honest here.
Skrix says, my bank is locked, so can't buy shti. Skrix says, rip. With a ninja
Bro,
says,
fuck your bank.
Please only donate if you are safely able to. Skrix says, app. Eternal 176 says, either twirl the hair or clutch the pearls. Skrix says, forgot to say app.
Clutch the what?
Eternal 176 says, Lamau. Skrix says, still can't do shit.
What am I supposed to be clutching? Pearls?
Eternal 176 says, pearls even.
Sorry, you
Tavish
turn the
VT
light, don't
says,
have the equipment to clutch pearls.
Equals being prude or conservative.
Oh, I thought we were talking about balls, I see.
Skrix says, Lamau.
I see we have Tavish minutes of internet lower.
Eternal
Thank you, Travis.
176 says, LOL. Skrix says, TBH I didn't even understand. With a ninja
Sorry,
says,
Skirt, but that's not surprising.
Sable underscore Huju says, I do love clutching pearls. Tavish VT says, you doing my job. Sable underscore Huju says, the balls part, not the prude part. Skrix says,
love you, Skirts, but that's not surprising. I'm saying that with the most affection I physically can master. It's just life.
Skrix says, I
Honestly.
will accept that then. Skrix says, XD.
The rest of the goals we have right now.
Sable underscore Huju says, he says
are
I am
all
dense
going
all
are
the
all
time,
going
but
to
the
be a pain in
reality
the
is that
ass.
we are both as dense as pure tungsten.
I guess you are both very. You are a pair of tungsten balls. Good couple.
Skrix says, XDD. Whiffa Ninja says, got 'em. Eternal 176 says, Sable_Huju says, tungsten truck nuts.
Exactly. But yet, as I was saying, the rest 3 goals we have right now will be such a fucking pain in the ass, man.
Says,
have more
the
or less
last one
decided
too.
what to do with the model, but what we will be doing with this is going to be a
Says,
bit of a secret
lol.
for now, because I wanted to be surprising.
Ninja says, the last one will probably fuck me.
Don't worry, Wi-Fi, I will actually give you all the clips, I have been collecting them. Like, at least that is fine.
Says, praying for her safety.
I'm pretty sure I will be able to find most of them just fine and without any issues.
Ninja says, oh, I thought it'd need to dig through streams.
No, I will give you just like edit them down.
VT says,
but why is your milk blurry?
Says, Molk.
Why are we censoring? There's a milk. Is this milk not milk with cream? But cool.
Tavish VT says, we have a whole lore page
But
about blurry milk. Says,
blurry milk.
Yes. Whiffa Ninja says,
I see.
I don't know why that's funny to me. Tavish VT says,
well,
we harvest it from the French catacombs for the calcium throne I sit upon.
Good for you. I respect it.
Scrix says, LOL.
But yes. It should be fine. I think the 5,000 will be fine. Thank you Anonymous for $75. We had $4,000. Okay, well, that's a thing.
Scrix says, damn.
Okay, we are here now, I guess.
Ancient_Nephilim says, that was eternal, wasn't it?
I have a feeling it was a turnaround. Eternal, yes.
Scrix says, we will never know. Scrix says, but.
You know, every time I think about it, I'm like, I'm going to say eternal no, and he will say eternal yes, and then I will get more money.
Says, lol.
Alright, it's anonymous.
Eternal the golden goose.
I don't have to make the sticky note. What I do need to test to do is the lines. The lines.
Eternal 176 says, I keep forgetting to put my name on it. Eternal 176
Yet it was eternal, of course
says,
it was eternal.
Mobile is so weird.
Why would it not be eternal?
Skrx says, XD. Eternal 176 says, I feel the disappointment from sheep.
I'm not disappointed. I am more so astonished.
Whiffininja says, that stare.
I am staring at you even on this side of the screen, but it's like it's astonishment. I need to collect another count of how much money you have donated. Because yeah, that's wild. I'm pretty sure what the money that someone donated to me way back in, like instead of this and with all of the like. There's also like the
says, I bet it's around 2K.
There's minor. Commission, not commission, how do you call it in English? Like muddy cut. Money cut the PayPal does. I should be having right around 3 and 1/2,000.
Tavish Feety says, a fee usually.
Yes, he. She.
Tavish Feety says, or transaction fee. Whiffininja says,
transaction fee.
Eternal 176 says,
Was that in mind and with some of the money?
If it didn't reject my bank.
No, it's fine, like with everything in mind. I should be having right around $3,500 on my PayPal right now. Which is great. More than enough, honestly. I will be very excited to see what can be done on all of this money. I am definitely taking my time ordering the subscriber badges. That is like one of the first things I want to get. And then if I get enough left over from everything else, I might want to try to get a lower video as well.
Says, we're gonna get the goal for sure. Sable_Hoochoo
oh yeah, absolutely.
Says,
also thank you for the subscription, Blackjack Foe. Thank you for being here for 4 months. Appreciate it.
Black_Jack_Fo says.
But yes, we have
Whiffaninja
officially.
says, for sure not worried about running out of time.
We have officially hit 4,000. Wild. Very wild. And like approximately 4, I'm pretty sure 40% of that is eternal. And just actually going to count right now.
Says, hi Jack. Eternal 176 says, calling me out on my sheep addiction. Black_Jack_Fo says, people getting their paychecks faster than Mackie could stream, so it's technically endless Donothon.
Technically yes. But don't scare me.
Black_Jack_Fo says, at Skrx high. Eternal 176
You have officially donated almost
says,
1,500.
The end is never the end is never the end.
You have donated $1,475. I just
says,
counted.
Damn.
So yeah, 40%. Or give or take that.
Eternal 176 says, I'll probably hit 2K by the end of it then.
Honestly, no words for that, but sure, whatever. Thank you. Thank you.
Eternal 176
okay.
says, Lamau.
It's just like really wild. Being thrown so much money at it.
Eternal 176 says, you're most welcome Mackie.
Most welcome is such a funny phrase. It assumes there's a least welcome. Damn bro, you're so least welcome. Like, how do you even use the least welcome in any capacity really?
Skrx says, Keck.
Kick.
Sable_Huju says, he was the least welcome
I would
at
say
the party.
I would do something to like your sticky note and make it grow every time you donate, but it would have taken over the entire screen by now.
Sable_Huju says, there's an example use. Eternal 176 says, least welcome would be dealing with most of my coworkers lol. Sable
Honestly
underscore
fair.
Huju says, they should hire me for Merriam-Webster.
They totally should. You would kill it. And Merriam-Webster too, you would kill her too. Probably.
Sable underscore Huju says. Eternal 176 says. Jojo underscore
I love how
August
you can
40
use that
says,
emote of me just
someone once
smiling.
said oh no when I walked into a relative's house.
In like the most unhinged sense. It's just like, hey, did you destroy their entire apartment as a prank and you just send them this smile? It's like neither confirming nor denying, but you're just confirming you are dangerous. Armed and dangerous. Again. Again. Okay.
Eternal 176 says, like the meme of that little girl smiling while a house burns down behind her lol.
Yeah,
Scrix
exactly.
says, not again lol.
Always again.
Scrix says, at Eternal 176 classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. Honestly, it's such a world we live right now, all of the memes that come and go within like a week. I kind of actually lost track of what kind of memes are popular right now at the moment.
Scrix says, true.
Because how quickly those escape limelight.
Scrix says, a while ago, me and Sable watched
It's
some
actually
old
really annoying.
memes.
I kind of want to know what kind of memes that are in the wild so I can
Scrix
use the
says,
memes, but
they were
apparently I
funny.
am now too much of an old sheep to use memes consistently.
Scrix says, Mackie.
But then again, considering all of the
Scrix
memes I do
says,
see
don't.
periodically pop up, I am glad I don't know them because I
Rikito
would want to
underscore
like
Vice
actually put
says,
the gun
the
to my
memes.
face.
Scrix says, they are prob slop.
The memes I do end up noticing are so dog shit. It's mostly kitty bullshit that makes absolutely zero sense. At least memes may used to make sense somewhat. Once upon a time.
Scrix says, yay, every meme nowadays are shit.
Even. Poop even. But yeah, like.
Jojo underscore August 40 says, 6 and 7.
Also, by the way, I will save a rolling of the wheels for later because I am too lazy to activate models.
Jojo_August 40.
I just want to relax and do nothing.
Skrix says, lol. Eternal 176 says, understandable.
Oh, by the way, I need to find
hi
childish.
Hi chat.
Tavish. I need to give a roll.
Eternal 176 says,
To
it's
tell.
a holiday. And while I may be stuck at work,
The Tavish.
I also am trying to do nothing. Skrix says, hello Uran.
Yes, honestly I feel like parts of being at work.
Jojo_August 40 says, the show Close Enough was pretty much jokes for old people that haven't accepted they're old.
That was me probably. But then again I do accept it, I'm old, I just accept that modern humorous shit. Hi Diego Rolls Management, I found it.
Recipe says, how have you been Mackie, we missed you a lot.
I have been vibing.
Eternal 176
vibing
says,
and doing my
God,
best.
I love this sheep.
Thank you. I appreciate your love.
Recipe says, at Eternal 176 we all do. Skrix
Thank you.
says, at Eternal 176 we all do. Skrix says, oh lol.
Oh jinx.
Hex_D1
You both said it at the same
says,
time, that's kind of wild.
Hex_D1 says, am home. Ancient_Nephilim says, vibing? In this economy. Darn cheap just like me. Hex_D1
yes,
says,
I am vibing
now
in
I
this
can
economy.
sheep in peace. Skrix says, at Hex_D1 welcome.
To be fair, I am vibing in this economy precisely because I'm not eating half of the days.
Wild. Eternal 176 says, we share the brain cell.
The brain cell have been
August
shared.
40 says, did you finish 10TE?
I did not. Ably I deleted it. It's great. I'm not an open world game person.
Recipe says, at Hex_D1 welcome back. Skrix says, at Jojo_August 40 I'm loving it. Jojo_August 40 says, I ended just when it was getting good.
Oh yeah, I just like I don't know, I don't think I will be playing games like this.
Jojo_August
primarily
40 says,
because
now I'm trying to platinum it without spending money on it lol.
I feel like I'm not a fan of the Tiger combat. Tag. I just don't like it. I prefer having all of my characters on the field at any given time because I want to watch all of them.
Sable_Huju says, as much as Genshin players don't want to admit it, it is a matter of taste. Tavish VT says, and we are back from the ads.
Yet I just don't like fucking the Tiger combat, I just don't like it.
WB.
Tag content combat. All of the synergies and whatnot, I just don't like it. I either want to have just one person on the screen, or I just want to have every person on the screen.
Skrix says,
It's such a fucking shame.
That lol. Eurandrexapy says, at Tavish VT welcome
It's such
back
a
and
fucking
nice
shame
to
that
meet
I
you,
don't
Carrot.
like Arknights and Field.
Skrix says, my slave he. Sable_Huju says, Sable_Huju says, have you considered playing the Grand Blue RPG?
Grand Blue.
Jojo_August40 says, the combat is depth, but one will never know unless they try to finish the combat side missions. Citrusexist says, hey ooh sheep and the flock.
Hey Citrus. Kisses you gaily. Anyway Jojo, I don't really care for depth.
Citrus exists. Hi Citrus. Skrix says, hi Citrus.
Depth is absolutely not what I'm looking for, I just despise tag combat.
Eurandrexapy says, hello Citrus.
I feel like it's all the same really.
Citrus exists says,
like at the end
Mickey,
of the day it's
I
just
haven't been kissed gaily for way too long. Sable_Huju says, at Sable_Huju it sounds like what you want, a party RPG where it's all the main characters and they fight with you.
Yet.
Sable_Huju says, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
I do have it.
Citrusexist says, hey oh Sable Skrikik and Yura. Jojo_August40 says, I don't like the tag only in fighting games.
I don't like tag period. I don't know, I just don't like it, I don't feel like it's allowing me to enjoy my characters fully. Because I am the type of person who likes to play gacha games for the characters and I want to watch all of my characters, I don't want to watch a singular character and occasionally a different character. Like the only reason why I will be playing the what's it called? Let me actually find it, it's in my wish list of games. Where is it?
Jojo_August40 says, Grand
I'm pretty
Blue
sure, yeah,
also
Dragon
has
Sword
sheep
Awakening.
girls. Eternal 176 says,
I know
oh
what
yeah,
Grand Blue
I
is.
haven't checked your wish list in a minute.
Most of it is just stuff. Honestly, currently the most expensive game on there is the 100-line The Last Defense Academy. I should actually add to that one game to it, or give me a second. That Persona fantasy game.
Sable
What's it
underscore
called?
Huju says, have you ever played the Phoenix Wright games? Sable underscore Huju
I have,
says,
yes, on the
those
fan.
would be fun streams. Eternal 176 says, I need a new game to play. I got so bored I went back to Diablo 4. Sable
My
underscore
condolences.
Huju says, Metaphori Fantasio? Scrix
Yes, that
says,
one.
at Eternal 176 CAC.
I should add it to my wish list. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to add it to my wish list. I heard it's a pretty good game. And I'm a big fan of Persona games.
Eternal
Except Persona
176 says,
5% of 5
Helly.
can go fuck itself. Okay, now it's officially the most expensive part of my wish list.
Eternal 176 says, Lamau. Jojo underscore August 40 says, Rue Fantasio is like the world is ending, but we still have to go to school.
To be entirely honest, I have not seen a singular creep clip of that game.
Urandrexipy says, I love to play story games. Ancient underscore Nephilim says, Cheap and folk, it was good to see you all again. I must go have an early work day tomorrow. See you next time.
Good night, Nephilim.
Eternal 176 says, so. Like modern day life?
Pretty much.
Sable underscore Huju says, see you. Scrix says, at ancient underscore Nephilim bye bye GN Nephi.
But yeah, if anyone wants to actually give me anything from the wish list, just poke me, I will just give you my Esteem friend code.
Nephilim good night, sleep well Nephilim.
I should probably delete Last Flight from it. Flag. 'Cause that game is not surviving. Rip that game.
Sable underscore Huju says, dead game.
Didn't even leave like a week.
Sable underscore Huju says, it was a unique concept.
But yet honestly, I'm excited for Dragon Sword Awakening.
Imagine Dragons. Sable underscore Huju says, that's what killed it.
Honestly, like the reason why, as I was saying. The reason why I'm willing to try Dragon Sword Awakening is because they stopped being a gacha. It's no longer a gacha game, you actually actively collect the characters in the world. It's a singular buy a game, which is what makes it more exciting to me. So it will likely be just an open-world story RPG with a surprising amount of party members. 19 of them if I remember correctly. I'm curious just how big they will manage to make this game. They have like a month. To fully polish the game and let it out, so I'm wondering. Another note, I'm actually genuinely surprised that somehow managed to dodge all of the spoilers. From Metaphor. You think I would be able to get spoiled at this point? But apparently I dodged all of them with a very precise movement. I guess I just don't watch people who play games like this, so I don't get spoiled anymore. That's probably an appropriate way to phrase it. Yes. Also, I'm just too small, so my head box is too small. Shitbox. Not shitbox, hitbox. My shoebox is plenty big.
Jojo_August40 says, they say it's good, but I haven't seen anyone talking about the plot.
I mean, I haven't seen anyone talking about the plot either because I haven't been looking for it.
176 says, IO.
Of the TDS assumed I have a very small shitbox. My ass is very big, excuse you very much. It's robust. SMH.
Tavish VT says, I just assume dead internet theory is taking effect.
Why?
Tavish VT says, most humans are in discords. Eternal 176 says, found the plot.
That's fair. Honestly, entirely fair. Can't believe I'm already yapping for an hour and 20 minutes. And all because I wanted to sit down and gap.
Skrx says, damn.
Gap. What am I capping?
Skrx says, it always work out. Hex_D1
It
says,
does.
damn. Eternal 176 says, I greatly appreciate the yapping. Makes work so much better. Urand Recipe says, damn. Skrx says, clapping. Black_Jack_Fo says, it's really easy happens withing streamers. Citrusexist says, only an hour and 20 minutes, we need more.
Well, yet obviously I'm not leaving yet. I'm still going to chill for a while more.
Skrix says, at Citrusexists we need our weekly sleep.
Weekly sleep. Honestly, my sleeping schedule has been all over the place recently, so my weekly sleep might as well be an actual phrase. Just my weekly amount of sleep. I do think I will go grab a snack in a second and grab some more water, but otherwise I will probably continue for a while. It should be told.
Skrix says, oh go. Skrix says, you should go now then.
That I once again did not expect. This would go this way. Like right now, even if we do not hit the last $1,000 and beyond. It's like genuinely going to be enough for me to get a new model. And even get along with a lot of new other things.
Skrix says,
I would likely not really
nice.
get a new overlay because I like my overlays and fuck people who say I need to get new overlays.
Urand Recipe says, cool. Skrix says, yay, this one is
I
nice.
feel like people who just get new shit to get new shit are just stupid.
Skrix says, also we will still have our cake.
Yes. You will still have your cake.
Skrix says, yep, cake.
Just think of it as my cake with a blueberry jam. Sheep cake with blueberry jam. Anyway, I'll be right back, I think.
Skrix says, sheep cake. Skrix says, okay.
Going to make it to censorship bar.
Jojo_August 40 says, your is sheep cake like meat pie, but cake shaped. Skrix says, at Jojo_August 40 lel. Your Recipe says, at Jojo_August 40XD. Your Recipe says, so chat, how is everyone been? Sable_Huju says, good. Your Recipe says, that's good. Scrix says, at your Recipe, apart from my bank app being fucked. Scrix says, quite good. TTV_Vexters says, that he said what he said and it goes without saying that it was said to be said. Your Recipe says, at Scrixodam. TTV_Vexters says, real shit. Scrix says, at TTV_Vexters wisdom of the council. Jojo_August 40 says, today is tomorrow's yesterday. TTV_Vexters says, whoa. Scrix says, chat is spitting true wisdom. Your Recipe says, as for me, busy working trying to fix my schedule, but I'm good. TTV_Vexters says, I can feel the valleys finally forming on my brain. Whiffer says, head. TTV_Vexters says, make that a double. Scrix says, Mackie head. Whiffer says, had to head out for supplies, OMW back. Scrix says, at TTV_Vexters damn. Scrix says, at Whiffer WB. Jojo_August 40 says, Maki also needs that reward where we can throw stuff at her. Recipe says, at Wi-Fi Ninja welcome back. Sable_Huju says, the Twitch integrated throwing system, yes. Skrix says, at Jojo_August 40 would be funny to have. Wi-Fi Ninja says, for both 2D and 3D very doable. Wi-Fi Ninja says, we can even do it without tits. Jojo_August 40 says, it looks like Maki is taking Dragon Ball minutes.
Chat. Sorry. Took me a bit.
Skrix says, WB Maki.
Yes. I am back. How have you been here?
Recipe says, WB Maki.
Then thank you.
Skrix says, we have
Anyway,
been
I am
sharing
indeed
deep
back.
wisdom.
What a deep wisdom have you been sharing?
Wi-Fi Ninja says, head.
Head.
Your Recipe says, yes you are indeed back and we missed you a lot carrot.
Carrot. I'll find it interesting that this TDS reads the symbol as caret. How is it caret?
Scrix says, agree.
Agree.
Sable_Huju says, that's the name of it. Sable_Huju says. Whiffaninja says, that is known as a caret for exponents.
I see. The sheep is learning.
Micro_on
The sheep's
says,
brain is getting
hi
bigger.
Mackie.
Oh hey Minecraft. Micro.
Micro_on says, Tomodachi update.
Okay, I'm listening.
Whiffaninja says, Lamau. Scrix says, hello Micro.
Okay.
Micro_on says, Jake confessed to me that he wants sex.
Wait a
Scrix
second.
says, Minecraft lol.
Is Jake cheating on me?
Says, I gave him permission. Hex_D1 says,
Didn't you mention last time me and Jay got married?
Your Recipe says, at micro_on my. Scrix says, lol.
Damn.
Hex_D1 says, classic Tomodachi life momento.
I see.
Micro_on says, nah. Micro_on says, me as God.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Hex_D1
That
says,
sounds like
what?
Jake.
Micro_on says, he confessed to God that he feels horny and want to sex. Hex_D1 says, damn he like me fr.
Sometimes you just say please God give me some pussy. Almost never not works out but you can say it.
Hex_D1 says, real. Whiffaninja
I mean,
says, been there.
I'm not trying to exclude, either way. Sometimes people want to pee, sometimes people want to pussy. Peen. Not PP.
Micro_on says,
I mean PP
true.
also works.
Whiffaninja says, lol.
This is your daily wisdom of the sheep.
Your Recipe says,
if you are truly horny,
Jojo
just ask God, it will
August
totally
40
work
says,
out.
but they both involved the same thing.
Oh yeah, by the way chat, let's applaud Micro, he is back in top 500 again. Applaud Minecraft.
Scrix says, congrats.
Why is my TDS calling you Minecraft?
Whiffaninja says, clap clap clap. Micro_on says, ask God and roll a d20 in persuasion. Scrix says,
Minecraft. Good job.
Micro_on says, good job Minecraft. Your Recipe says, congrats.
But yet I have been not playing Rivals, but now I will actually have to play Rivals.
Tavish Feet says,
I need
all
to make
hail
the poll.
Minecraft.
For the character, I will have to do an unranked to GM on. Because we just hit that goal today, so I will have to actually establish it.
Micro_ondisp says,
My chat
on
decides. My chat decides who I am playing for unranked to GM. Considering that is already 50 characters, I'm trying to understand how do I do the poll for it.
Black cat.
I mean, I could do Black Cat, but do you know how much she is banned? It would be like occasionally Black Cat.
Micro_ondisp says, With a Ninja says, you already have cap done too? Micro_ondisp says, Scarlet Witch.
Well, yes, I have been to Grandmaster's Captain Player repeatedly. I have been in Celestial to us Captain Player, so yet. I will probably do a poll in Discord later today. And based around that I will choose.
Jojo_August40 says, the Dino is the one good tank the game has added.
Oh yeah.
Skrix says, sounds good. Ninja says,
I want to play the dinosaur.
Good.
The dinosaur is good. I like the dinosaur. Even though I still have no idea what the fuck does his ultimate line says. It's just vibes. Really, is it just some little lizard? Thunder lizard. That's weird. I mean wild. Thought somebody has died, apparently. Let me check.
Joe Makibawakan says, F.
Okay, it worked now.
With a Ninja
it
says,
died for a
F.
second. My TT has died for a second, so I was testing.
With a Ninja says, oh.
Yeah. My mod is paying attention, I see. A very good paying attention, appreciate you. Hugs and kisses.
With a Ninja says, it didn't look like it did from my end.
No, it's like the chat reading
says,
TT has died on my end for a second.
To be a genius, but she's still like 10 years old.
Yeah.
With a Ninja says, my bad. Skrx says, hugs.
It's fine, don't worry, I'm being like sarcastic.
Skrx says, yay.
But yet I feel like the don't did not add the moon girl as the character on the dinosaur because she's like tiny and 10 years old and they can't depict any like mention or usage of violence against kids that young. They had to age a penny in order for her to appear as a player.
With a Ninja says, sounds
And even
about
still
right.
she is not really on the screen. Most of the time you see in-game her mecha. Mecha. It works. It sounds like I want to, but I want to say so it works.
Skrx says, hum. Jojo_August 40 says, it's funny that Punisher is the reason Moon Girl is not playable, and he gets to ride the dino.
Now the Moon Girl is not playable because of her age. That's the only reason really. Is he can't shoot the kids. You can't shoot the kids. Almost said unfortunately. Don't take that out of context please.
Skrx says, damn. Skrx says, lol.
Damn, imagine your sheep streamers just like them. I can't shoot kids, how bad.
Jojo_August 40 says, there's a song about that.
About shooting kids. I mean, there's plenty of songs out there, I'm pretty sure at least a few of them is about shooting kids. Or at least shooting someone. Most of the rappers scene is all about shooting someone and doing heavy substances.
Hex_D1 says, you can only get kids shot inside you unfortunately. Hex_D1 says,
Okay, that was smart.
Skrx says, at Hex_D1XD. Skrx says, true. Hex_D1 says,
That was smart.
the silencio. Whiffa Ninja says,
10 points for you, Hex.
Whiffa Ninja
Good job.
says, gears had to turn.
Wi-Fi that assumes my gears ever turn. My gears did not turn.
Hex_D1 says, how much is that worth in titty?
Lots of titty. 2.5 today. Titty.
Hex_D1 says,
2.5
yay.
today.
Whiffa
Titty.
Ninja says, we'll have to repair those gears XDF. Hex_D1 says, cheap titty is the answer to all troubles.
Yes, exactly, it's a new currency in the stream. 2.5 sheep tits.
Jojo_August 40 says, they say goat milk is really good too.
It is. They make a few cheeses from sheep milk as well.
Says, crypto is not ready for sheep tit.
Yet it's not ready for it.
D1 says, I've had plenty goat milk products.
Yeah, they're good. You can't milk me though, chat.
Skrix says, crypto won't ever be ready for sheep.
Sorry.
D1 says, I've also had goat. D1 says, wait, why? D1 says, no sheep milk. Skrix says, no.
Sorry, maybe eventually, but not now. I am in the stage of my life where I contemplate existence. Speaking of contemplation, hey Kevin. Welcome, welcome.
D1 says, Kevin23 says,
damn, why are you in
hope
prison?
You're doing well at Mckeebwacken. Skrix says, hello Kevin.
Yeah, I'm doing alright, I hope you are doing alright too.
Skrix says,
honestly today has been like a fun stream.
Kevin23 says, goof to hear and I am thanks. Jojo_August 40 says, all women movies are like that.
Goof to hear is a funny way to phrase it. I know it's unintentional, but it's still funny.
Kevin23
Goofy goof
says,
to hear.
good. Kevin23 says, oh, it's funny to me too.
That's like a new phrase that has been just unlocked. Goof to hear. Used in a scenario where you are contemplating the goofiness of what you heard. That was good to heard. That was goof to hear.
Jojo_August 40 says, aka funny to hear.
Yep, but funny to hear it, exciting is good to hear. Funny to hear isn't as exciting as goof to hear. The goof to hear, goof to there, goof to everywhere. For some reason just saying goof.
August 40 says, goof is the new Smurf.
It's like goof reminds me of the way of the specific phrasing. It's like you goofy.
Tuned Impact 0 says,
hey, second impact. Lots of people dropping by today.
Scrix says, I swear to God I will die from grinding mirror dungeon in Limbus.
But look on the bright side.
Scrix says, it's literally draining my soul. Black_Jack_Fo says, many people just
Look on the
want to
bright
see
side, we
Seep
finally
again.
get Mother Otis. I don't really know the context of why she
Scrix
looks like
says,
this, but
what
she
the
certainly
bright
looks
side,
like a
Mackie?
mother.
Eternal 176 says, Welp. Time to pretend I care at work. Much love, Mackie. And have a good day, chat. Scrix says, oh true.
Have fun pretending you care at work.
Scrix says, lol. Scrix says, at Eternal 176 bye bye Eternal. Scrix says, doest the guy that she is based on. Scrix says, have a kid?
I don't know. Last time I played Olympus Company we stopped at chapter 1. I don't know.
Scrix says, a guy will see. Scrix says, Sut got to Canto 9.
I do know that the person is the part of the middle. And I know the lore of the world from playing Library of Aruna.
Scrix says,
Ruina.
yay.
So like I am aware of the lore. And I can see the middle affiliation very easily.
Scrix says, well it's in her name too I think.
Yet. I think it was called the middle nurse father.
Scrix says,
Whatever
gonna
the
be
fact
pulling
that
for
means.
her. I've been gone for a long time so I don't have any shards to trade.
If I do continue playing Limbus Company I will probably try rolling for her as well. I mean honestly I lose nothing from trying so. Would you guys want me to continue playing the game?
Scrix says, true.
It's like I didn't really slacking on the games I really want to like continue.
Scrix says, I mean when you get to the good part of the story. Scrix says, it's really good. Scrix says, so yay.
I need to continue and catch up to 2 things. I need to continue Expedition 33. And I need to continue Limbus Company. Those are the 2 things I need to continue. 2 things I need to continue. Also don't worry about the momentary lapse of like internet stuff because right now I'm downloading Nimbus again. Olympus.
Skrx says, I would say pick one and finish it, then do the second game.
If I'm remembering correctly there should be a content.
Says, Mackie, do you want to play any game of Project Moon other than Limbus?
I did play a Library of Ruina and I finished it. So it would not be really that fun too for me to play it.
I mean like in future. Jojo_August 40
but
says,
I have not played
so
Lobotomy Corporation.
On playing Limbus, but you asked us to be nice lol. Skrx says, I think Mackie would die if she played L Corp.
That's very reassuring.
Black_Jack_Fo says, so it's left only lobotomy as an option. Black_Jack_Fo says, that phrase out of context sounds so wrong. Skrx says, XTD. Skrx says, isn't LCorp just a management sim? Skrx
I mean,
says,
yet it is.
With shit tons of story.
It is basically just management simulator made with a singular sandwich and a piece of gum worth of the funding. Basically that's how it went.
Skrx says, yay done you how you would do with a management sim.
Skirt, I'm a fucking RTS player. I'll do fine.
Jojo_August 40 says, a day job. Tuber's worst nightmare. Skrx says, oh yay I forgot.
Well, to be fair, it's not my nightmare because I am disabled.
Says, lel. Hex_D1 says, speaking of RTs. Hex_D1 says, or actually TRPGs. Hex_D1 says, Enver. Hex_D1 says, XCOM when. Skrx says, did
oh
you
yeah,
see
that's a thing I should be doing.
Is getting shut down? It's a shame.
Yeah.
Skrx says, was a fun game.
Yet I kind of expected it honestly because there was no real buzz about it at all. Which is really a shame. Because this game was really cold. Cool.
Hex_D1 says, oof.
I spent like a solid 40 hours on it.
Skrx says, damn game is cold.
But for some reason it just did not bring any excitement whatsoever. And I'm wondering why. Shouldn't be like this.
Skrx says, I do remember us playing in VC with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we had some fun with it. And their really shitty part is they just introduced like a lot of really cool material and even the new character. And then they just shut it down. Now it's a shame.
Scrix says, "Done you highway people didn't play it."
I feel like it's because of the optimization issues in a lot of ways. And people that were just doing the game from the get-go. Do me. Dooming. I'm sad.
Scrix says, "I mean every game that is releasing nowadays has shit optimization." Scrix says, "And people still eat that slop." Scrix says,
Actually, I'm
"Or
not
pasta
sure why.
sheep."
Like some games just come out stupid.
Scrix says,
They just come out stupid and people still play them. But on the other hand, there is one game I'm really wanted to try.
Jojo_August40 says,
I'm actually
like
surprised I
mixtape.
didn't put it on my
Scrix says, at
wish list.
Jojo_August40 lol.
Far west.
Scrix
If
says,
anyone
"I
wants to
remember
give to me as a
Sable showing
game.
me the kissing scene." Scrix says, "God the fuck was that?"
Don't remind me about mixtape. That is an ungodly
Hex_D1
horror.
says, "Wait."
Okay, so
Hex_D1 says, "Summer sales are near." Scrix says, "I did see that game."
far west. Is a game that is basically Helldivers, but if Helldivers actually gave the people their power fantasy. Cool cowboys that kill all of the robots. First person. Really fun. Okay, if anyone wants to gift me this game, I will potentially have a community street.
Also, Rouge Core is very undercooked.
Actually, Mildra
Hex_D1
gifted
says,
me a game too.
Underwat? Scrix says, "Would be fun to play."
Mildred has
but
gifted me the game called Wayfinder.
Scrix says, "Like fun to see you play."
I mean whatever, cheap. Whatever reasons you have for gifted me in the game, you are free to give me the game because it's pretty cheap. But it's overwhelmingly positive. It's actually overwhelmingly positive that 97% out of 16,000 reviews are positive. This game was made by 8 people. It's wild. I continue witnessing the constant and consistent overtaking of the in the industry. In the indie. But yet it does look really nice. There are several games in my wish list now that would be really fun to see, so take your picks.
Says.
I think I'm going to stop for today though. It's been a fun stream, but I will have much longer one on Wednesday.
Says, thanks for stream. Scrix says, chat, it's time to feed your e-girls some games. Hex _ D1
yes,
says,
feed my addiction
I'd.
for games.
Whiffininja says, K. Scrix says,
I am your sugar
okay,
sheep.
thanks for the stream, Mackie. Hex _ D1 says,
please give me games. I am
Stram.
your sugar sheep.
Whiffininja says, thanks for streaming. Scrix says, plap to
okay, let me see, who do I read?
Jojo _ August 40 says, milk mama. Hex _ D1 says, feed to seep. Scrix says,
sugar sheep.
Scrix says, at Hex _ D1 breed to seep.
Now that was a jump. Okay, let's see. There's a surprising amount of people.
Sable _ Huju says, Memorial Day in us.
Maybe we should go say hello to Joe Cat.
Scrix says, there always is a jump in your streams, Mackie. Sable _ Huju says, national holiday. Hex _ D1
yeah,
says,
let's do that.
to Kate that Joe's.
He is having his sub-a-thon. So that will be really nice.
Scrix says, oh cool.
Oh okay, he's streaming with someone, let's not interrupt. That would be rude. I'm a fuck you should. What? That was a weird thing. Anyway.
Sable _ Huju says, what?
I guess I missed something to myself. Mouth. Okay, let's read maybe. There's so many people, holy shit.
Skrx says, do we get a raid message?
Yes, I am still deciding who I am writing though.
Jojo_August 40 says, Sweetberry is also live. Hex_D1 says, Mildred is on it seems.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Okay, let's do this instead. One of the people who I follow. No, not her.
Hex_D1 says, 1. Sable_who
Oh, okay, no,
says,
this one.
she prayed, 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 she prayed.
Thank you, Sable.
Sari_bot says, have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to stay hydrated and take care of yourself. Skrx says, she prayed, 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 she prayed.
Thank you, thank you. I'll see you Wednesday. We'll do some gaming. Maybe some gotcha pills as well if we do Limbus.
Name or what Mackie wants.
Both. Anyway, bye.
Skrx says, bye 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 Mackie. Hex_D1 says, lel. Wiffininja says, lates. Hex_D1 says, bye Mackie. Sable_Huju says, bye. Sable_Huju says, see you. Black_Jack_Fo says, GL.